Tim Wood earned a bachelor's degree in environmental biology from the University of California, Santa Barbara, and his PhD in the biological sciences from Yale University. He also holds a master's degree in business administration from Westminster College. Dr. Wood joined USANA's management team in 1996 and served as the company's executive vice president for research and development for more than a decade. In this position, he led USANA's scientific team and coordinated 3 of the company's technical functions: research and development, quality assurance and quality control, and international regulatory affairs. Tim retired from his full-time role with USANA in 2011, but as a member of the company's Scientific Advisory Council, he continues to influence our technical direction. During Tim's 17 years with the company, he has been committed to ensuring USANA's leadership position in the nutritional products industry. Please welcome to the stage, Dr. Tim Wood.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. 大家好. Thank you. Thank you for that warm welcome. I am so excited to be here. This is my first Baby Care USANA convention and my first trip to Nanjing. Thank you for inviting me. Now, 17 years ago, in 1996, I experienced another first. It was my first visit to USANA Health Sciences. The company was only 4 years old in that year, and its facilities were scattered among a number of buildings and warehouses in an industrial section of Salt Lake City. As you can see, it wasn't much to look at in those days from the outside. But what I found on the inside was world-changing, and for me, life-changing. I was there to interview for a job and to make sure that USANA was the right career move for me. As a scientist, I wanted to make sure that the company was investing in good laboratories and that they were dedicated to producing science-based formulas. But that day, for me, the highlight of my visit was not the laboratory tour or the review of the products. We only had 4 or 5 supplements in those days, and we were only doing business in one country, the US. But what captured my interest and gave me an important insight into USANA's future was my interview with Dr. Wentz and hearing for the first time about his vision for our company and its role in changing the face of healthcare. Very simply, Dr. Wentz envisioned a company that brought a pharmaceutical approach to the world of nutritional supplements. In his mind, USANA was dedicated to developing and providing the highest quality science-based nutritional products possible. Formulas that met exacting standards for efficacy, they had to work, safety, and quality. They had to be manufactured to the highest standards of quality. Now, that was 17 years ago in Salt Lake City, Utah. And what I love most about this vision is that it hasn't changed a single bit in 17 years. It still applies to every one of our products, and it applies in every one of the 19 countries in which we do business. One vision, one standard, worldwide. Yeah. Now, it's one thing for me to tell you about Dr. Wentz and his vision for our company, and it's another to hear it from Dr. Wentz himself. So I want to let him do the talking because he has an important message for you. Watch this.
Hello, I'm Dr. Myron Wentz. Welcome to the global headquarters of USANA Health Sciences. I founded USANA in 1992 with a mission to help create a healthier world. This mission was, and still is, built upon cutting-edge science, extensive research, and the highest manufacturing standards. When you put these three things together, you get outstanding nutritional products that support your health and therefore every aspect of your life. The manufacturing process you're about to see is extensive, complex, and requires a painstaking commitment to excellence. It's one of the reasons why USANA creates the highest rated nutritional products in the world. Everything we do here helps you love life and live it to its fullest. Enjoy the tour.
Everything USANA does, from our scientific laboratories to our production and warehouse space, is about our customers' nutrition. The laboratory is a critical component of USANA's quality program, which is modeled after good manufacturing practices, GMPs, required in the pharmaceutical industry. If something doesn't conform to our strict specifications for purity, identity, composition, quality, and strength, it doesn't go into the products. USANA's laboratories also test for dangerous contaminants. When the laboratory clears the ingredients for use, production is ready to begin. Once the ingredients are weighed and prepared, they're carefully sifted. Once loaded, USANA's rotating blenders mix ingredient powders into a uniform blend. Bulk bags with the blended material are hung one floor above the presses in preparation for tableting. With the bulk bags in place, technicians let gravity feed the blend into the tablet press. Our presses rotate fast enough to produce up to 500,000 tablets per hour. Every 30 minutes during compression, technicians double-check a sample of tablets to ensure they meet USANA's high-quality standards. Next, it's on to the coaters, which apply a thin layer of all-natural vegetable protein to the surface of the tablets. After coating, tablets undergo a final visual inspection before being sent on for final testing. Samples of every completed batch are sent to the Quality Control Lab. Bottles line up in preparation for filling. Before dispensing into the bottle, broken tablets are removed by the shaker tray. Each tablet is counted as it drops into the bottle, ensuring proper fill. Each bottle passes through a metal detector and then is checked for weight. After these checks, bottles are capped. A special set of belts applies the label. Each week, USANA fills about 275,000 bottles.
Our facilities in Salt Lake City are state-of-the-art, but our commitment to excellence doesn't end there. Our manufacturing facilities in China are held to the exact same standards as our U.S. facilities. The factory in China is an identical, smaller version of the USANA factory in Salt Lake City. Starting with pure, raw ingredients is the first step. USANA only uses raw material vendors that are approved by the Salt Lake City Home Office, meaning that those raw materials meet USANA's own exacting standards, as well as the standards of both the United States Food and Drug Administration and the China Food and Drug Administration. The processes used to create our products in China have been observed and approved by USANA's Home Office, Research and Development, and Operations departments. The frequency of testing and the testing methods are the same in both facilities as well. When it comes to our products, consistency is key, which means we take the extra time and effort to create amazing products, no matter where they are produced.
I hope you enjoy the tour, and I hope what you've seen here helps you understand how much we care about nutrition. I invite you to learn more about USANA. It's a company founded by a scientist, not a marketer. We've grown into a global leader in nutritional supplementation because people feel the difference when they use our products. And our commitment to Dr. Wentz's vision of creating a healthier world goes beyond our products. Ask an associate or an employee about our philanthropic efforts around the world through the True Health Foundation, providing the essentials of life to those who most need it. Thank you again for taking the time to learn a little more about us, and we hope you'll give us the opportunity to make a difference in your life.
What do you think? You heard him say it. An absolute focus on health, a painstaking commitment to excellence, state-of-the-art facilities, and rigorous quality standards in both our U.S. and our China operations. You know, I remember Dr. Wentz telling me that when he visited baby care for the very first time in 2010, he felt right at home. He was delighted to find that baby care's mission, with its historic focus on children's health, was the perfect complement to USANA's mission with its historic focus on adult health. He was also impressed to learn that just as USANA had been a leader in adopting pharmaceutical good manufacturing practices for supplement production in the U.S., baby care had done exactly the same thing in China. In fact, this special emblem, this quality shield, which appears on all of baby care's nutritional products, speaks to this leadership. It represents baby care's commitment to quality and its adherence to the pharmaceutical good manufacturing practices established in China by the CFDA. These practices, 23 quality assurance, quality control steps in all, are used routinely in baby care's factory in the manufacture of all its nutritional products. At the end of the day, baby care's commitment to manufacturing quality and product excellence in China truly reflects Dr. Wentz's passion for quality in all of our markets worldwide. Again, one vision, one standard worldwide. Now, this same global coherence and unity of standards in manufacturing also applies to product development and to our formulas. Not that we have one formula for each of our products around the world. We don't, and I'll get to that in a moment. But USANA's singular vision and the unifying standards behind formula development are global in scope. Very simply, our approach to product development involves two stages. Stage one, innovation. Stage two, adaptation. Now, what are those all about? Well, innovation is all about designing state-of-the-art formulas that are science-based. It's about staying current with the latest advances in nutritional science, which we do by reading scientific journals and attending scientific conferences and conducting laboratory and clinical research of our own, often in collaboration with colleagues at leading universities and institutions, like the Linus Pauling Institute at Oregon State University. Now, some of you may be asking yourselves, innovation in nutrition? Isn't it an old science? Didn't we learn everything there is to know about human nutrition years ago? Nope, far from it. The science of nutrition is advancing rapidly, and the body of nutritional science is growing at an exponential pace. Just look at this next slide. This graph shows the number of human studies involving vitamin D that were published each year over the last 20 years or so, 1990 to 2010. Look at that growth in research. In the early 1990s, just 20 to 30 studies published per year on vitamin D. In 2010, over 250 studies. That's tenfold growth. And the same applies to research on vitamin C and calcium and folic acid and vitamin E and fish oils and most of the other nutrients. Rapid growth in nutritional science. So we have our work cut out for us in marshaling the latest research and then building all these latest advances into our optimal formulas. So that's what stage one is all about, innovation. Now, step two is adaptation. And this step is about modifying or adapting our formulas to comply with the regulations of each country that we do business in. As you may know, all countries have rules governing the design of nutritional supplements. These rules specify which nutrients can be used in a given formula, what forms of those nutrients can be used, what the maximum daily doses are, and so forth. More rules and regulations than you want to know about, I'll guarantee it. And importantly, no two countries have exactly the same set of regulations. So most countries require unique formulas. And that's why we have 15 essentials or multivitamin, multimineral formulas around the world, and 9 proflavanol formulas worldwide, 10 different active calcium formulas worldwide, and about 5 Hepacil formulas around the world. Different countries, different regulations, different formulas. It's as simple as that. And importantly, regardless of whether a country's regulations are relatively liberal or relatively restrictive, our standards for compliance and formula adaptation are the same. We start with our optimal target formula, and then we modify it only as needed to meet the regulations of the country that we're doing business in. That's our standard in the United States, it's our standard in China, and it's a standard in every other country where we do business. A single global policy. Now, government regulations also shape USANA's global NFR policy. Associates may only purchase products available in their local market, other than the small purchases, not for resale, that they can make when traveling. This is a worldwide policy, and it's important not only for ensuring that USANA remains compliant with government regulations, but it's important in ensuring that all of USANA's markets and partners reach their full potential for growth. So it's very important. Now, finally, I want to say a word about the ingredients that we use in our products. Our standard is simple. We use the highest quality ingredients available, period. Now, ingredient quality is somewhat complex. There are several dimensions. There's potency and purity and stability and bioavailability and natural versus synthetic and reliability of supply, so it's a complex matter. But our standard for selection, again, very simple. Based on those several criteria, we select the best, the highest quality ingredients available for our products. That's simple. And this standard applies to all the ingredients we use in all of our formulas, in all of the countries where we do business, including the US and China. In fact, many of the ingredients we use in our Chinese formulas are exactly the same as the ingredients we use in our US products. Again, one vision, one standard around the world. In fact, this special emblem that you'll see in just a minute, this pair of green leaves, which appears on all of Baby Care's nutritional products, is our assurance that all the ingredients used in those formulas are from natural sources with no artificial preservatives, colors, or flavors added. I'll also point out that some of the key ingredients used in our US formulas and Canadian formulas and Australian formulas and Chinese formulas are purchased from Chinese suppliers. There are many excellent Chinese manufacturers of nutritional ingredients. There are also some not so good ones, just as there are good and not so good US manufacturers, American manufacturers of nutritional ingredients. So our job is to separate the good suppliers from the not so good, and we do this in all cases by inspecting the factories, auditing their operations, and then rigorously testing every batch of raw materials that we receive prior to manufacture. Again, one standard for raw material supply and raw material quality worldwide. Earlier, I showed you two emblems, our quality shield and our pair of green leaves that appear on all of Baby Care's nutritionals and which represent Baby Care's commitment to pharmaceutical-grade good manufacturing practices and to raw ingredient quality. Now, there's a third emblem that appears on every Baby Care bottle, and this one bears Dr. Wentz's signature, right? It signifies that Dr. Wentz personally endorses the quality of the nutritionals inside that bottle from the standpoint of ingredient quality, formula quality, and manufacturing quality. Again, very importantly, one vision, one standard worldwide. Now, why are these standards for product design and ingredient quality and manufacturing quality so important? Well, on the one hand, because they're fundamental to USANA's mission of developing and providing the highest quality science-based nutritional products possible. And they're fundamental to Dr. Wentz's vision, his dream of a world free from the suffering and pain of chronic disease. Our job, your job and my job as members of the USANA and the Baby Care families is to make that dream come true. First and foremost, our goal is to keep healthy people healthy, to fight chronic disease before that disease begins. And how do we do it? By using the highest quality, science-based nutritional products on the planet. You got that right. Keeping healthy people healthy. This is the future of healthcare. And together, USANA and Baby Care are leading us into this future with one powerful vision of health and one standard for excellence around the world. Thank you so much. 谢谢。